I don't have any eye makeup on. It's all about the face today because I am reviewing Wet n Wild's new Prep and Prime kit, which includes the coverall primer as well as the coverall correcting palette. I think eventually these two products will be sold individually because it says special introductory price. So the primer included in this kit is the exact same size as the Wet n Wild cream foundation. It says that it's a magical potion because it refines pores, fills fine lines, brightens complexion, and evens out skin tone. So I don't think it did any of that. I think as a primer, it doesn't have a super silicone base, which is good for some who don't enjoy that feeling on their skin. I felt like it smoothed things out, like the texture of your skin pretty well, but I don't think it evens skin tone or even does any kind of brightening to it. And it definitely doesn't smooth out fine lines. So if you generally look for a primer to like fill in your pores or even out your skin tone, I don't think this is it. Moving on to the correcting palette, these are all basically concealers that are different colors because of the color correcting theory. So I used all of the colors. I used the yellow color underneath my eyes, and you can see that I like the concept. Color correcting concealers are very popular and very useful for most people. I just don't like the formula of this. This formula reminds me a lot of the BH Cosmetics Concealer and Corrector palette. It has that same texture where when you have your hand in there, it feels pretty good. Like, it doesn't feel super creamy, but at least it feels that you can, you know, do something with it. You can blend it out when it gets to your face. But once it gets to your face, it almost feels like it just turned into a powder automatically. And if you have troublesome dark circles, as I do, it could emphasize any kind of dryness, any kind of fine lines. So I would watch out for that. If you don't have problematic under eye circles, then maybe this would work for you, but I don't really like the formula. That's pretty much it. As for the Illuminator, this comes out kind of like face paint, and I don't mean that as an insult, but Wet n Wild has a separate branch during Halloween called Fantasy Maker, and they have a lot of like cream products. Like, they look just like this, but when you grab them, they're like face paint kind of things. And I'm not talking like high quality face paint or even stage makeup. This feels kind of like the makeup you would get at Halloween for really cheap at the drugstore. And I don't mean that as an insult, but I feel like Wet n Wild does blushes and highlighters and bronzers so well, like their normal color icon palettes, that I feel like this one just doesn't fit even their own standard, because their standard is usually really good, and I feel like both of these products are kind of duds. You can see that on my face, like, it just, something looks off besides just the foundation. I normally love the foundation, but because I wore this underneath, kind of looks weird. And I've tried using the highlighter both over foundation, under foundation, just in case it would work better one way or another. And it really does help illuminate. It's almost like an illuminating cream, but almost too much. Like, it's too much that it's kind of unnatural unless you use a super high coverage foundation, which I don't. I rarely even use foundation to begin with. So as you can see, I mean, it looks okay, but so I would definitely skip out on the Prep and Prime. I think Wet n Wild has amazing products and I love them. They're one of my favorite brands from the drugstore, but I feel like this particular palette or this particular kit just didn't hit the mark when it comes to their stuff. I think their other stuff are way better, and you're better off sticking to like their normal foundation, their normal concealer, and all that stuff. So that's my review for the Wet n Wild Prep and Prime kit. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!